Well, the Oilers aren't scoring because you have to give credit where credit is due. And this is just a perfectly constructed roster when you look at the Florida Panthers being coached by Paul Maurice, and they've done a masterful job. And let's just start with their own zone, shall we? I mean, you look at the Edmonton Oilers, only 3 of their forwards were able to get shots on net last game, and that simply isn't good enough. But you got to say, hey, they got Bobrovsky in net. Here's a guy who has made 50 of 51 saves throughout these 2 games. That's a .980 save percentage. And a couple of years ago, I had the opportunity to speak to Patrick Waugh about defense in particular and about goaltending. And he said, listen, you want your goaltender to be able to challenge the shooter, knowing that those cross-crease passes have been taken away. And that's exactly what Florida is doing. They're saying, hey, listen, Bob, you can challenge the shooter. You get aggressive. We know you're going to make that first save. We've got your back door. We're going to pick up the sticks. That's why Forsling, Ekblad, Montour have been so effective, making sure there aren't those second shot opportunities. But hey, you also have to look at Sasha Barkov, what he's doing against the likes of McDavid and even Draisaitl, of course, Sam Bennett as well. And you look at Connor McDavid, often in the offensive zone, the greatest player in the world will turn away from the net. And I often ask myself, why? Well, the why is because he's trying to scan and figure out how he's going to get to the middle of the ice, right? He's skating on a diagonal to open up those seams. And Barkov has been excellent in his awareness with his stick, pushing to the outside. But then when that falters, guess what? It is defense by committee. Guys are layering. They're making sure they slide, so the difficulty to get to the interior is there. But if there's one area that I believe that the Panthers have been masterful at, it is their stick positioning. They're baiting the Oilers. They're saying, come on, yeah, there it is. Oh, no, it's not there anymore. Because they're being able to take away those seams. They're making sure those sticks are in lanes, and when they're not, they're getting their bodies into it for blocks. But let's go back to the offensive zone and the forecheck as well. Their forecheck has been so heavy below the goal line that they're stymieing the speed of this Oilers team, because guess what? That next player in position knows that they can jump down. So often it's Connor McDavid that is isolated on the rush. And you know that he's certainly someone that can find ways to get activity going, but he hasn't been able to. I mean, listen, he's generated 9 shots. Of those 9 shots, over half have been grade A scoring opportunities. But this is a top-heavy lineup for the Edmonton Oilers, and they've got to figure out that if they're not going to be able to penetrate the inside, they're going to have to start shooting the puck. Start shooting the puck, create some chaos. It's got to be a shot mentality and then a recovery mentality, because you've got to pull that coverage outside of the middle. But one thing that I continue to go to is Connor McDavid and the likes of Leon Draisaitl. They ain't going to go down without a fight. So if they can get just one at home, anything can happen. The floodgates, they can open.